Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this makeup look. Ooh. So this is actually a recreation of my makeup that I wore to the Oscars. So I did a live makeup segment with E, and I talked about makeup trends, and it was on the countdown to the red carpet show. So I did that for the Grammys and for the Oscars, and it was so much fun. This time for the Oscars, I had a completely different look than I had for the Grammys. The Grammys, I did very simple eye makeup with a bold red lip, very like elegant hair, and a bright red-orange dress. And for this look, I did a black dress with a big black ruffle one shoulder piece thing. It was over here, I think, actually. And I did smoky makeup and slick back hair. I did try and slick back my hair today. It's the bootleg version of what Sinri did when she styled my hair. And then I did this smoky eyeshadow look. So what I did today is something a little bit different that I feel like works if you have more of a hooded lid situation. Because if I do just the darkest shade of eyeshadow all over my lid, it looks too heavy. And then I feel like it just makes my eyes look smaller and it's just not very flattering for my eye shapes. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys not only my Oscars makeup look, but my breakdown of my new smoky eyeshadow technique. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna prime my eyes. Benefit Air Patrol Primer. All right, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of my concealer in here. Just that way when I start putting on my eyeshadow, I won't have to like go over it, you know? Next, I'm gonna set my shadow, and I'm using Passion. This is from the Tarte Man-Eater palette. Just something similar to your skin tone. And a little bit of Meow closer to the brow bone. All right, and for the first blending shade, I'm gonna be using Fawn. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. If you guys have watched any of my videos, you probably know this is one of my favorite medium brown blending shades, transition. I use it all over the lid sometimes. It's a really good neutral medium brown. I think I actually just made Desi a believer in this shade too when we filmed our video together. But I'm gonna be adding this just as a really soft transition shade. It's not gonna be really prominent in this look, but I'm just gonna have it as like a, you know. The next one is going to be the darker brown, and this is like a lot darker than this one that I'm wearing right now. This is Americano from Makeup Geek. This is becoming one of my favorite brown eyeshadows right now because it's not warm, but it's like burgundy-ish. Really pretty color. Mine cracked though, sadly. There's crumbles of it all up in my Z palette right now, but this is going to be the next shade, and we're going to do a wash of this all over the lid, in the crease, and in the lid, on the lid. And here I'm using a Smithe 230. And once I finish blending it into the crease, I'm gonna take the Morphe R39 and I'm gonna pat the Americano all over the lid. All right, so then when we're done, it looks kind of like this. And another reason why I like Americano is because it's like darker than like a medium brown, but it's not like really, really dark, you know? Like I feel like I don't have heavy dark shadow on my lid right now. So that's another reason why I love this color. And I looked it up just to see what the definition of this shade was on the Makeup Geek website, and it's brown with a purpley undertone. And now the part where it gets a little bit different is normally on a smoky eye, I would take like the next darkest shade and I would just put it all over the lid. You know what I'm saying? I would put it all over the entire lid and then have the Americano on the outside and the Fawn on the top part. But I didn't want to do that because I didn't want my eyes to look too heavy. So I'm going to take Rich Brown. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Really pretty rich brown shade. Also more on like the neutral to ashy side, I would say. And I'm going to take this and focus it more on like the outer V area and kind of brush it inward. Almost like how I usually do my eyeshadow where I kind of wing it out, but just focusing the darker shade on the outer V instead of the whole lid. All right, so here's our smoky eye. John? Smoky eye 2.0. We've got smoky lid and then the darkest shade is on the outer V. Helps to open up the eyes a little bit more without being too heavy. And now I'm just gonna put some liner on my top lid, my Inglot gel liner, 77. Just
Steven, we both admitted we don't like Hot Wings Cafe.
What?
I personally am like, I've had a lot. I'll eat it again.
You've lied to me my whole life, really?
No, I've been honest with you that I don't fuck with Hot Wings Cafe. I've told you I've eaten it so many times I don't like it anymore. It's not that I don't like it anymore, it's definitely the best hot wings on the market.
But are you even passionate about hot wings?
But do I go like, oh fuck, I need to get there? No, I don't have that same feeling. And then Steven's like, totally agree with you. I'm like looking at other shit on the menu next time we go.
Well, that's because he's out there getting boneless. Both of you guys getting boneless. You're not even getting wings when you go.
Just be quiet.
I'm gonna put on some mascara. I just curled my lashes off camera, but I'm gonna put on mascara. This is the Maybelline Big Shot. All right, so now the eyes are pretty much done. The lid, anyway. I'm gonna pop on my bees. Pre-trimmed, pre-worn queen bees. You know how I do. All right, so now we're gonna move on to foundation. The eyes are pretty much done besides the lower lash line, which will add a lot more drama. And foundation that I used that day, of course, was my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, shade number 205. This is still my favorite go-to foundation as of right now. But this week, I will be experimenting with other foundations, believe it or not. I did just buy some new ones. I picked up the Wet n'Wild one, which I've heard a lot of good things about. We'll see. This foundation lasts all day long for me. I really like it. I feel like it gives a natural look to the skin. I mean, you guys don't really need to hear my spiel about why I like it. All right, so I did the Pro Glow all over my entire face except for my nose area. I did L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. So this is shade number 205 for the Pro Glow, and then I used Pro Matte 104 just across my nose, and then right here is where I get oily. I get oily in like the early shift of the day rather than the late shift of the day. I don't know why that is. It's just the way it is. So I just put this and this like on the nose right here, and it makes it so I actually don't have to touch up at all throughout the day. If I do Pro Glow on my nose, I will have to blot, handle some situations. All right, so we're gonna go into Tarte Shape Tape Light Medium, and as usual, I don't put like a ton under my eye. My under eye can't really support a ton of this product. Let me just set this one while I'm here, you know? Using this really large Morphe brush, E53, and my RCMA no color powder, and then my Kat Von D petal. You know what I might do with this? I might make my own concoction of RCMA mixed with a little bit of petal, because I basically do it every day anyway, but you know, I could save myself a little bit of time. Oh my God, Turbo just farted.
Really?
Yeah, I hella heard it. Oh my God. All right, next I'm going to do a little bit of cream highlighting, bringing it back with the Sephora Radiant Luminizing Drops in the shade Morning Light. I think these got discontinued, if I recall correctly. All right, then I'm just going to take the drops. This is a different beauty blender than I was just using. And just... I used to use my finger for this step, but I feel like a beauty blender just kind of like pounces it into the skin a little bit more. God, that does look hella good, huh? You know when you just kind of catch it and you're like, whoa. You know, I'm actually going to take this Wet n'Wild Highlighting Gold Bar Holly Goldhead, and I'm just going to add a little bit of that on top of the Sephora Luminizing Drops Holly Goldhead. All right, and blush. All right, I'm going to take Warm Soul from MAC because it's been giving it to me. Little Warm Soul. And now I'm gonna come back with my NYX Highlight Contour Kit. Dang, this thing's been through it with me, huh? And just doing a little bit right here. All right, now I want to brighten up my Manna Kadar C2 powder. Let's brighten up this party a little bit, eh? And a little Holly Goldhead on the... Did I do some on my nose? I'll just do a little bit, you know? YOLO. All is well in the world because it's time to do the lower lash line. I'm basically just going to mimic the exact same thing that was on the top. So I'm going to start with Fawn and then jump into Americano and then deepen it up with the rich brown. And then you want to make sure you get as much eyeshadow as possible on your contact lenses. Yeah, it's essential for the look. You want it to see smoky also, so. All right, so now I'm gonna take the darkest shade, the rich brown. I'm actually gonna use a Morphe E36 first, a little bit larger, and really focus it closer into the lash line. And then I'm gonna take the flat one and go in on the inner edge. And then if you're really feeling like a bad bitch, you can take some black eyeshadow, that same flat brush. If you feel like this is too heavy, you could just stop here. But if you want a little bit more, you could just tuck this on the outer, just the outer corner in the lash line. And then for the waterline, we're gonna do a black kohl liner. This is from NARS. Any black liner will work though. And I feel like this is the part that makes your eyes look really bold. All right, I totally forgot bronzer, but I don't know, I just felt kind of bronze already. You know what it is? NARS Laguna. All right, and then mascara for my lower lashes. Same thing, Maybelline Big Shot. All right, now for the lip, I am wearing my Bite Beauty lip balm, which is bomb, but it makes it a little bit too creamy for lipstick, you know? Like my lip liner just slides off basically, so I'm just gonna clean up a little bit. I'm gonna use this one, the Makeup Forever number 10 lip liner. This isn't the right tone. I'm changing. I'm switching back to oak. Switching to oak. And then for the actual nude lipstick that I wanted to wear that day, I wanted to do like a more, like a mature nude. And when I say mature nude, I mean like not a slutty nude. No shade to myself, but like the Marc Jacobs Yours to Try is kind of like a slutty nude. It's really, really pale. Or like MAC Myth. Something like that where it's just too nude. It's like too light. I wanted to do, you know, just like, hey, I'm here. I'm wearing a new lipstick, but it's not like, you know, a statement nude. So I went with MAC Sis. This is a satin formula. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up with just a little bit of Fix Plus. This is a tiny one. Isn't it so cute? MAC Fix Plus Coconut. Oh, geez. That's a, look at my forehead right now. That was some droplets. It has some HP in here. It's got some oomph in that spritzer. You know what I love so much about this smoky eye is the Americano. The Americano gets me. It speaks to me. It understands me. It's just such a pretty brown color. It's just different because it's not the warm toned brown. You know what I mean? But you could do this with warm toned brown. I probably wouldn't love it as much, but hey, that's just me. That's just me, in my opinion. So this is my Oscars look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. Kind of a different spin on how I do, or how I just did a smoky eye, and how I feel like I finally made it work for me because it was feeling too heavy on my eyelids before. So hopefully if you guys try this technique, let me know if you like it. I'm very curious. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. Do what you wanna do. Lay down. Lay your ass down. Right there. Is she gonna do it or no? Junie. I'm gonna try this NARS. This is Turbo. Fucking shit. Skin tan. Oh no.
Rolling.
Poppy? Alright.
Cappuccino.
You're up in my face now. Do I look like I have a mullet right now? Yeah.